Ankara, Turkey, AP. Turkey will launch a new military operation against US-backed Kurdish fighters in Syria within a few days, President Recep Tayyip Erdogan said Wednesday, a move likely to further strain ties between NATO allies Turkey and the United States. In recent months, Turkey has shelled Kurdish positions across the border in Syria, east of the Euphrates River, and has threatened to drive out the Syrian Kurdish militia known as the People's Protection Units, or YPG. The YPG is the main component of a Kurdish-led militia in Syria that rolled back the Islamic State group with the help of the US-led coalition. Ankara views YPG fighters as terrorists because of their links to the Kurdish insurgency inside Turkey. U.S. troops are deployed with the Kurdish fighters in northeastern Syria, in part to prevent clashes with Turkey. We will begin our operation to rescue the east of the Euphrates from the separatist organization within a few days, Erdogan said. Our target is not the American soldiers, it is the terror organizations that are active in the region. He called on the U.S. not to allow deep disagreements over Syria policy to impede future cooperation between the two countries. Turkey has been incensed by American support for the Kurdish-led forces. More recently, it has been frustrated by delays in the implementation of an agreement that was reached between Washington and Ankara that would effectively push the Kurdish militia out of the key northern Syrian town of Manbij, west of the Euphrates. They are not being honest, they are still not removing terrorists from Manbij, Erdogan said. Therefore, we will do it. Erdogan's statement, given at a defense industry meeting, follows U.S. moves to set up observation posts in northern Syria, despite Turkey's objections. Turkey says the observation posts are aimed at protecting the YPG, while the U.S. says the posts were established to address Turkey's security concerns. We know that the aim of the radar and observation posts set up by the United States east of the Euphrates is not to protect our country from terrorists, but to protect the terrorists from Turkey, Erdogan said. Eric Pahn, a Pentagon spokesman, said the U.S. takes Turkish security concerns seriously and we are committed to coordinating our efforts with Turkey to bring stability to northeastern Syria. He confirmed the posts were functional and being used and said that they were for monitoring purposes only. On Tuesday and Wednesday, Turkey sent convoy of troops and military equipment to the border with Syria as reinforcements, according to the state-run Anadolu agency. Turkish troops have already driven back Syrian Kurdish forces in two cross-border operations west of the Euphrates, in 2016 and earlier this year. Meanwhile, the Britain-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, a war monitoring group, said at least 4 people were killed in 2 explosions in Syrian towns held by Turkey-backed local administrations shortly after Erdogan's announcement. A motorcycle exploded near a mosque in the town of Al-Bab, killing 3 people. The second explosion occurred in the town Azaz, where 1 child was killed, the observatory said. There were other, smaller explosions in Al-Rai and Debek, it said. No one was reported killed in those blasts. Associated Press writer Robert Burns in Washington contributed